Good morning. Hi, everybody. Good morning. I want to do a quick live with you guys this week on my channel. Before I get started into this live, I just wanted to make a couple of quick announcements this Thursday. On my channel, Wendy Hernandez, she's a family court attorney. She has a program called Command the Courtroom. It's excellent for preparing your case if you're going to court with a narcissist. She will be on my channel. I was on her channel last night. If you missed that, you can check out the community tab on this channel, and you can watch the replay. She has excellent resources, and I really encourage you guys to go check her out. That's one announcement. The second announcement is that I announced a couple of weeks ago I released, and I am still releasing, some videos that go along with my Unmoved mentoring program. I have the first one that's called Life After Narcissism. That's always been on my YouTube channel. I have the second one that's on forgiveness, which I finished releasing last week. And the current one is on trust and building boundaries, how to enforce boundaries and things of that nature. And you can watch all of those on my channel. So get that, go watch those things. The books, I wrote PDFs that go along with each of these. You can get them for free on my website. So be sure to check them out and do this work, like get healed, be set free from the narcissist, move forward. And actually that's going to go into this video, which I'm going to get to in just a second. I have one more announcement. I guess I don't really talk about it that much, but I have a community tab on my YouTube channel. If you click there, you can become a community member of my channel. This allows you access to videos that I don't release to the public. So I have several videos that are only for my community members. You can submit to me topics, and I will respond to you with a personal video for you. So if you're interested in ways to get, like if you have just one question that you want answered, you can submit that to me there, and I will respond with a video for only my community members there as well. I think that's it. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware that I have other ways to connect with me besides one-on-one. I think I've mentioned my my Facebook community. I've got a group on Facebook. It's a closed private group. If you're interested in connecting with other people, you can join. That's in the description of this video. So all of that being said, I just wanted to make sure that people were aware that there's multiple ways that you can connect with me, and hopefully that all of these things will help you, grow, heal, and walk into your next season from what you've been through with the narcissist. This video, what I really wanted to do, I was thinking about this a lot this week. I had a crazy thing happen to me last week. My car got stolen. I'm gonna do a video talking about that later, but just wanted to give you like something about this that has really stuck with me over this past week has been a lot of people are missing what they're supposed to do because they never fully connected and fully aligned with who they are. 3 or 4 years ago, I had a dream. It was the night of December 31st. We were moving into the new year in the Greek calendar, right? And I had a dream. I saw that this huge semi that was filled up with things was backing up to a loading dock. And it backed up into the loading dock, which already had the door open. So the loading dock was ready to receive what was in the semi. When the semi backed up, it was just slightly off of where the door was. And this didn't prevent things from being unloaded, but it didn't make it very easy for things to get unloaded. And so what ended up happening was that it slowed down the process. In fact, not all of the things could get off of the semi because even that like 1 foot distance was preventing it didn't allow all of the things to get off of the semi. Guys, this is the picture of what is going on right now. More than ever, the world needs people who are fully healed and who know who they are, who are ready to shake off the past seasons and the effects of those past seasons and move forward. And what I'm concerned about, and the reason that I want to do this video, is because if you are unsure of who you are, it will always impact what you do. And so a lot of people are looking for the meaning of what to do now after they are out of a situation with a narcissist. But they do it in a way where they want to forget about what has happened to them. And I don't mean this in a way of not allowing it to affect them. They want to literally pretend it didn't happen, right? They just want to move forward as if it didn't happen. And this is just it's not possible. That did happen. That's part of your story. And it's part of your past. And until you heal from the past, you will always be reliving those traumas, even non-consciously. Even non-consciously, you're going to be making decisions based off of your past trauma. And so if you try to forget something that happened to you without ever fully processing it, you're actually doing the opposite. You're prolonging that being your reality in today's present moment. When I think about, in my own personal life, the experiences that I've gone through, good, bad, ugly, amazing, the whole spectrum, right? The full spectrum of everything that I've gone through. Everything here has shaped me into who I am today. And I hope that never stops. I hope that next year, the version of Angel that's sitting doing these YouTube videos has evolved so far beyond this Angel that's speaking with you now. But that only can happen when I fully embrace who I am. So getting back to my car being stolen, let me kind of try to explain all of this. There's a lot to be said about this topic, and I think not enough time. So let me try to bring it all together. So last week my car got stolen, and I immediately knew that this was just an opportunity for me to show who I am in this situation. Okay, let me say this. This is a terrible situation that happened, and it was completely wrong, right? You can't go around stealing people's cars. However, had my car not gotten stolen, I would not have come into contact with the people that I came into contact with over the past 2 weeks that I've been trying to get my car recovered. There are sometimes things that happen in our lives that we want the thing at the end, but we don't like the middle part to get to it, right? We don't like the process. We want the promise at the end. We want the position at the end. We want the promotion at the end, but we don't really want the process in the middle. That process in the middle is the most important part. In fact, that process is the reason why you get the promotion at the end. So there's a lot to be said about this, but a lot of people, what I'm noticing more and more is that people are despising the thing that they're going through right now. And I definitely understand that, right? It's unjust, it's terrible, nothing about it should have happened. But the fact of the matter is that it did happen, it has happened, it is happening, wherever in that process you are. The more you try to run away from that, the more you delay the ability for that process to shape who you should become. When you do not allow yourself to become the person that you are meant to be, you delay your destiny. You delay doing the thing that you were meant to do on earth. You are that semi that I just talked about who's backing up to the loading dock, but barely missing the mark. There's stuff that you just will not be able to unload. There's stuff that you will not be able to receive because you've missed the mark, even by a little bit. You're slightly off, and it's delaying this deep longing that you have to do the thing that you're here to do. Everybody on earth wants to know, what am I here to do? Why am I here? What is my destiny? What was I created for? Everybody on earth feels that sense. You only get to do your destiny when you become the person that can carry the weight of it. If you don't allow the process to change who you are, to refine places in your character, in your qualities, in your nature, in your personality, if you don't allow the situations that you find yourself to do that, you're going to delay or even miss completely your destiny. There should be less focus on what am I here to do and more focus on who I am. Because when I know who I am, I can't help but do what I'm here to do. It comes naturally. It's a natural thing. It's as natural as breathing. Nobody on earth was meant to ever miss doing what they're supposed to do. And yet there's a lot of people walking around not doing what they should be doing because they wanted to get out of the process. So the thing, when I think about this entire thing, right? Like my business, the ministry, the YouTube channel, any kind of thing that I do, I wouldn't have had it had I tried to get out of the process. I say this to not highlight me. I'm not special. I'm not different than anybody else watching this video. I'm not different than you. I'm not smarter than you. I don't have more connections than you. I'm not any of those things. What I was, though, was I was submitted to the process. And there's so many people. I did the live on Wendy's channel last night, like I said. And after that video, I had so many people messaging me about the show that I had just did and asking questions and thanking me for being on there and all that kind of stuff, which is amazing, right? But I just thought about it. I didn't want to do any of this stuff. I didn't want to do any of it. I didn't want to talk to people about it. I didn't want people messaging me about it. I wasn't even on social media 4 years ago. And if I didn't allow the process to take its place in my life, I wouldn't be this version of me. While I hope it continues to evolve, I always want to I want to continue to develop myself every single day. This version of me today would not be this version had I not allowed that process to happen. Every single one of you watching this, everybody watching the replay, you are meant for something great. Stop settling for the mediocrity. Stop listening to the voices around you who are telling you that you can't, that it's too hard, even if it's your own voice. It's denying your destiny. It's delaying your purpose. You are meant to do so much more than to just be a victim of circumstance. In fact, that was never your destiny. That thing may have happened to you, but that's not the end of the story. By the way, no one's writing stories about people who live mediocre lives. Okay? No one's making a movie about somebody who has a mom and a dad who grow up in this amazing house, and then they, go to college and they meet the love of their life, and then they do the same thing. Those aren't the things movies are made out of, right? Those aren't the stories that give us inspiration. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way, if that's your destiny, right? But a lot of times people allow the oppression that they feel when they feel in these very hopeless situations to become their identity. Now they are not only just in a hopeless situation, they are hopeless. They are not only in a place where they feel a lot of anxiety and depression, they are just the embodiment of depression, the embodiment of anxiety, right? Too many people are walking around doing it like this. This is the wrong way to live. Your life is not supposed to be that hard. Even when bad things happen to you, you can have peace knowing that the situation has already been preordained for it to turn out for your favor, for your good. The problem is getting to the place where you know that is true, where there is absolutely no other way for this thing to turn out, right? And like I said, it got recovered last week, and inside of it was thousands, tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment and musical instruments and all types of other stuff that now belonged to me. I gave it to my church, and all of that stuff is now being employed for good instead of evil. There's always a positive outcome to the situation when you know the outcome is not the focus, the process is the focus. The way you handle tough situations, people are watching. People are watching. How are you going to respond to this? How are you going to handle this? How are you any different than somebody else? We often try to fit in and just kind of get through life, like hopefully nobody does anything crazy to me today and I can just get through this day, and then I live that day over and over and over. You're not meant to fit in. You are meant to stand out. Don't be afraid to use your voice. Find your inner power, use it for your benefit, for your development, and then let that be the overflow from which you help other people. You should not be struggling trying to help all of these other people. This is something that codependents do. Codependents like to be involved in everybody else's life because it takes away from them having to sit still and be quiet and think about their own selves, their own life, and fix those issues. You should not be doing this. That's a counterfeit to what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is I know who I am, and so what I do flows naturally from that. I'm able to help people effortlessly because I know who I am, and I know that this was what I was meant to do. That's true for every single person on earth. Every single person on earth was created with that being inside of them. So I hope that this video helps you. Stop focusing so much on what you think you should be doing. Start focusing on more about who you are. What does your character say about you? Who are you when things are hard? Who are you when things are bad? You know, when life is really tough and it's squeezing you into this very tiny place, because that's who you actually are. You know, the issue of doing what you should be doing is a non-issue when you know who you are. Okay, let me look at some of the comments very quickly before I end this video. Love Cat Forever says, as long as the person they make a movie about agrees to be having a movie made about them. Okay, you missed the entire point of that story. Okay, you guys, I hope this video has helped you get refocused into what matters. You know, we're about to enter into September. This year is halfway done. You don't have to leave this year the same way that you entered it. Allow the process to help you be refined so that you can more focusedly like meet your target, right? If I'm shooting a bow and arrow, I want to hit the bullseye. I'm not just trying to hit like in the general area, like this semi that backs up into the loading dock, right? I need to when I meet my target exactly, then I'm able to receive every single thing that's in that semi that's meant for me. So I hope this video has helped you. You guys have a great rest of your week. On Thursday, tune in. I'm going to have Wendy live on my channel, Wendy Hernandez. Again, she's an amazing family court attorney. She specializes in helping people who are going to court with a narcissist, whether that's divorce or custody or whatever. And it will be at 11 a.m. Arizona time, and it will be at 1 p.m. Central time. So tune in. That'll be on my channel on Thursday. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.